Lesson 106, Reading and Ordering Decimal Numbers Through 10 Thousandths. So, you can see this chart here, which has all of our decimal number places. So you have the hundreds, the tens, the ones, and then once you get into decimals, you kind of name it the same as the fraction name. So just like this is 1/10, this would be the tenths place. Just like this is 1/100th, this is the hundredths place. Thousandths and 10 thousandths place. If you would like, you can copy down this chart into your notes, or you could just copy down the numbers into your notes so that you know what they correspond with. All right, so use words to name 12.625. Now when you name it, you're naming it using thousandths, hundredths, etc. You're not going to say that it's named 12.625. You would name it 12. This decimal point here always is translated to and. 12 and 600 25. 625. 625, not done yet. This would be tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Right? If I look at my chart, you have tenths would be 1 decimal point, hundredths has 2, thousandths has 3. So this is going to be 12 and 625, 3 decimal spots, thousandths. And that's how I would properly name this number. All right, round 7.345 to the nearest whole number. So if I want to round it to the nearest whole number, that means I'm going to change this 7. So what is it closer to? Well, 7.5 and up, you would go to 8. Anything less than 7.5, you would round down to 7. Okay? So I look at the next number and it's a 3. So I'm going to round down. It would stay at 7, would be if I rounded it to the nearest whole number. All right, compare 4.5 and 4.456. Now, you might be thinking, that has 3 numbers there, so it must be bigger. Nope, you always start on the left side when comparing numbers. So, 4 there, 4 here. One thing that makes it easy is lining it up like you're going to add or subtract. 4.5 and 4.456. And then you start on the left, and you can compare and see once. So you have a 4 here and a 4 here. So it's equal. So you go to the next number. You have a 5 here and a 4 here. 5 is greater than 4, so I know that this number is greater. All right, arrange these decimal numbers in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to line up the decimals as if I'm adding or subtracting. 0.45, 0.457, 0.5. Now, if you want, then you can add zeros as placeholders here, because it doesn't change the value at all. And then I start on the left. Okay, let's see. 0, 0, 0, all equal. You got to go to the next one. 4, 4, 5. So I know that this one is going to be the greatest, and I want to put it in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to put 0.5 at the end. All right, so I know that this one is done. Now I have 5, 5, still equal. Go to the last number, 0 and 7. 7 is greater than 0, so I know that this is my next greatest number, 0.457. And then my lowest number would be 0.45. And that's in order from least to greatest. All right, write 0.457 as a fraction, then name both numbers. So if I write it as a fraction, I have tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So thousandths would mean 1,000 is my denominator. 457 is my numerator. That's as a fraction. And so this would be called 457 and then thousandths. Would be as I name this number. And that's the same name for this and for this, 457 thousandths. All right, this is part of your lesson practice. Just so you know, because I know some of you don't know what these represent. These are 1/10 of a cent. So that could be written like this. 1/10 of a cent. So 10 of these coins equal 1 penny, 1/10 of a cent. Blessings on your day.